now.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
First of all, thank you so much. Over the years, you've been such an inspiration to me, and the book, Blueprint for Change, has been just that for me, so thank you.
All right, well, we thank you for inspiring yourself and allowing us to be a mirror of what is possible for you to be, so thank you.
Thank you. I'm really excited about creating a film that creates a template for changing the idea of hunger.
Yes?
And I'm interested, forgive me, it's still kind of forming in my mind. I have so many films I'm working on, but this one came to my mind the second I walked in here.
All right.
Is there any particular area or country or person or idea that I could look to that might help me fertilize this idea?
Fertilize is an interesting word.
Yes, isn't it?
Does not your own imagination attract you to any particular location?
No, it doesn't. Usually my imagination runs rampant.
All right. What is it that inspires you? What is exciting about the idea of creating a template to change the notion of hunger on your planet? Can you be more specific about why that seems to have cropped up in your imagination?
Yeah, there's several films on my list of about 5 films that, the reason I'm here is to make films that will change the world. And that one has been on my list for a long time.
All right. May I interrupt you for one moment?
Please.
Thank you. Let us be clear about this idea, even though I have explained it using those words in your language. What you are doing with your films is not making films to change the world. You are making films that are an expression of your truth. You are making films the process of which will change you. The only way you can change the world is to change yourself. You understand?
Yes.
So, it isn't really, literally, about making films to change the world. You are making a reflection that others can then accept as a gift should they agree to change themselves by using your gift as a trigger, as an impetus, as a reflection. I understand that saying you're making films to change the world is a shorthand way of saying that, and that's acceptable as long as you understand what is really being done. For you cannot change anyone if they do not want to change.
Yeah, thank you for that clarification. That's...
One moment. You can be inspired to do your projects, and that inspiration can act as an example and an inspiration to others, but yes, always remember, they must choose to change. So the reason for doing the films is not to change the world. The reason for doing the film, which is what will have the greatest impact, is to simply be that there is nothing else you can do but do those films because it is so who you are. You see what I mean?
Yes.
By doing something because you have no other choice but to do it, because it is so who you are, so your truth, to express yourself that way, that is what will inspire others. Not because you really have the expectation that they must see your film and change, but because you don't care who sees it, you don't care what happens to anyone else in terms of whether they change or not. It's just that you have no choice, because doing that is your way of expressing your unique aspect of creation, of who you are. Does that make sense?
Yes, it sounds like a lot more fun, too.
Yes, it is. And always go for the way it is the most fun. That is what tells you you are doing it the correct way. So, hunger. What inspires you to be excited about creating a film that you believe will address the idea of hunger on your planet?
It's one of the ideas that has always been with me ever since a small child. It almost feels more like a calling to the priesthood as opposed to an idea that I said, I want that.
All right. Well, being yourself, your true self, is a calling. Definitely. So you are perceiving it correctly in that sense. Being yourself is a calling, because most of you on your planet start out by not being very much yourselves. And so you are called to be yourself by the infinite. That's the tug, the tide, the wave of the infinite is the call to be what you were created to be, yourself. So, in this calling, how will you, in your imagination, feel that it would be best to express this idea?
I guess in a very personal sort of way, just each person doing what they can on their own.
All right, but you specifically with hunger.
I
Is
wanna-
there some particular way you want to tell this story?
Yeah, I want to throw them off guard by being really funny up front.
All right. Throw them off their guard.
Yeah, and kind of suck them in, and once they're entertained and find this really funny, adventurous story, then we throw at them this possibility, a different way to go.
All right. And will there not be many, many, many places on your planet where this would be appropriate?
Yes.
So do you need to pick one particular place?
No, of course not.
Do you believe that the synchronicity of your life will attract to you the obvious doorways and avenues that will allow you to know in absolute terms where it needs to flow?
Absolutely. I think it just seemed like such a big idea. I just wanted to voice it for the first time to
All right.
get it going.
Did that seem to make it more capable of being handled by you to put it out there?
Yes.
Thank you.
Will you be in it?
I am in everything. Because we are always radiating our energy to all of you. How each of you uses it is up to you, but it isn't about focusing on us. It is about focusing on yourself. So we are there, but you may not necessarily sense that consciously. Not yet. Not now. It is not time. All right?
You think it will be time within my lifetime?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Bashar.
Thank you. Question or statement?